TikTok has been a buzz ever since young women have been showing themselves dancing to Jacquees' song Bed, where he mentions in one line, and I quote, 21 with no kids. Women who have kids have been getting upset about the trend and leaving shady comments under these young women's posts. If the shoe fits, then you better wear it. Because why would you even ask someone if not having kids is an accomplishment? So what if a young lady is happy because she didn't get knocked up by some deadbeat who left her to take care of a child? Or even worse, 2 or 3 children?
I saw some footage of the 21 with no kids Jacquees challenge. But what got me the most was these negative comments that these women are making. And I hate to say this. I even heard somebody say you 21 with no kids, or 24, whatever have you a certain age with no kids, but what have you accomplished? Here I go. I'm gonna tell you what they accomplished. Everything. I was 16 when I had my first son. My son is now 33, he'll be 34 this year, and he has what? No kids. I think that is a big accomplishment in the times that we live in today, when you are a certain age, 21, 25, 30, and with no kids. I think that's a big accomplishment in itself. Let me tell you why. Because the only thing you have to be concerned about is you in your life. When you get kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about your kids and all the decisions that you make surround your kids. So big ups to all the women that are 21, 16, 15, 35, 48, 50 with no kids. Because guess what? You beat the odds. Let me tell you why. Regardless of what people saying about you living in a house with no cats, you did not put somebody in your world that you weren't ready for. That's right, I said it. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. You did not involve somebody in your world that what? When you don't like the daddy, you mad at the child. Or when you don't like the daddy, you mistreat the child. Or you neglect your child because you put your child on the back burner and put you first. Yeah. So big ups to all those women out there with no kids, and even all the men out there with no kids. Because I tell my son all the time, because he ain't where I think he need to be in life, but I say, I tell you one thing about you, I respect, son. You didn't mess nobody else's life up by putting a kid, bringing a child into this world that they would have to take care of by themselves. So I salute all those women out there that's on these videos, and I hope y'all dance y'all butt off to be a certain age with no kids. Because guess what? All you got to worry about is you. And guess what? You ain't mistreating no kids. And guess what? You still got time. You still got time. So I'm proud of all of y'all. I ain't no hater. Y'all the champions. Y'all the VIPs.
And I saw the TikTok of you casually putting on your makeup and talking about choosing a child-free life and talking about all the people that had an issue with it. I'm like, we have to have her on the show.
I saw my parents really struggle to raise the 3 of us, financially. And yeah. I also, I just knew that back then I didn't want to be a mom.
Did you get any pushback from friends?
I did. I remember going to a barbecue when I just got engaged at 25, and a girl there wanted to see my engagement ring.
Okay.
So I showed her my hand, and she grabbed it and she said, "That's beautiful, but you'll never know true love until you have a baby." And I really hurt my feelings, and I was embarrassed. And I have a mom and a dad and 2 wonderful sisters and an adorable little dog, and I know love. I know true love.
This is not surprising at all. Our society has programmed us to be at a certain age, baby makers, and if it's a part of society, then you doing the opposite of what society wants would be taboo. Women are seen as weak sex objects to some men, and the only purpose some is them are with us for is to leave their DNA on Earth while they get old and die. The surprising rude awakening a lot of them are facing now is that women are no longer stuck with them and putting up with just any random behavior they show us. Now that women have their independence and don't need them financially, she can choose whether she puts up with their behavior or not. And a lot of us are opting out of relationships with men because they really don't respect and appreciate us as human beings. Why shouldn't I be allowed to celebrate this? A lot of women back in the day used to get pregnant at age 16 and it ruins her life because she has to rewrite her whole existence around having this baby. It shows you that many men only want us to be controlled, so this is the only way they can control our destiny through leaving us with children. And this is why both men and women are so upset about a woman getting excited about choosing herself before a child, because it's the only thing that can slow down a female's life and the only way to control us. It all boils down to control. Men like control. Men are also selfish. Do you think if a man could have a child, he would choose to have it over his high-paying suit and tie job? Hell no, he would get rid of that thing so fast just to secure the big bag. You know why I know this for a fact. How men treat women in relationships. A man will tell you all the nice things in the world, lead you on and tell you that he loves you even when he knows he doesn't want to be with you, but will keep you in a relationship with him, use you both for sex and even your money, because you now have men that want 50-50 relationships just to leave you for a female he actually wants. It's all a game to them. I could never respect a man who does that. Men are selfish. They put themselves before any relationship. Just see how they do their wives in relationships. They even make vows about loving you in sickness and in health. And when that wife develops a sickness such as cancer, be the first ones to leave for another woman. In fact, that woman was probably there way before he found out his wife was sick, and this is how they operate. Women are treated like convenience stores where they can go to for something they want, then leave and come back whenever they feel like it. And these same men complain about women being gold diggers when they are the biggest ones on earth.
The women with kids are mad. Not all the women, but the women who regret their kids and their decision, they're mad. They mad at the childless women who are participating in the Jacquees challenge where they bragging about having no kids. Why exactly, if you proud and happy to have your kids, would you be upset because women are bragging about not having kids? That doesn't make sense. But I'm going to ask you this. Why is it that as soon as you hear that a woman ain't got no kids, you jump immediately to she got some type of health condition where she can't have kids, or that she had a bunch of abortions? Why can't it just be she protects her body better than you did? I know that's scary. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, that you was just out here letting dudes just dump off in you, right? You just be letting them do whatever they want to. But then there's women who won't. There's women who won't. I know, Pookeisha, there's girls who won't sleep around with a bunch of different men. And then there's girls who use protection. They get on birth control. They do whatever they have to do to make sure Pookie don't get them pregnant. You, on the other hand, played stupid games and won stupid prizes, right? But now you're mad. Whose fault is that? That you trusted your body and put it in the hands of some loser man, and now you stuck with a baby that you don't want. That sounds like a personal problem. But you got to stop jumping into saying that everybody going and getting all these abortions, or that they don't have the physical ability to have kids. You know how disrespectful that is to women who really can't have kids? It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful, right? And it's just so sad that y'all are grown women who can't even control your own body. And it's funny because 1 minute it's your body, your choice. And then when you don't want to take responsibility for laying up with losers and getting pregnant, then all of a sudden he trapped you and you had no control over what was going on. And, you know, you go into child mode where you just this helpless little child and somebody took advantage of you and you had no say-so in the process. right? Because you couldn't have been on no birth control or anything. And you can save the I was on birth control, condom busted. That ain't usually what happened with y'all. Stop it. All right, stop it. Stop the games. But again, stop jumping left field just because you hear a woman ain't got no kids, all right? And if you love your kids so much, love your kids and stop being mad because women bragging about not having kids. Because guess what? One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to brag about not having no kids because I don't want them. And I'm going to brag about it. And there ain't nothing you can do about it.
I'm 32, about to be 33, single, no kids. It is absolutely a flex. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. It's absolutely a flex. People want to call you red flag. You know what I mean? Women want to say, "Oh, you 30, you in your 30s ain't got no kids." Oh God, I don't give a fuck. I'll be a red flag all day if it mean keeping my peace. See, us millennials, we ain't rushing to get married nowadays. We just not. We're not rushing to get married. We're not rushing to have kids. We are rushing to our peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. Shh. Listen to this. Listen to this. You hear that? You hear absolutely nothing. Peace and tranquility up in this motherfucker.
Side eye. This 21 with no kids trend. Every time I see y'all bitches come on here, talk about y'all ain't got no kids, I be like, and you like, you 40, you ain't got no kids, you 30, you ain't got no kids. I be like, is that your choice or bitch you infertile? Yeah, I said it. And for all of us with kids, we say it. Yeah. Can you even have kids, bitch? Cause why? Why y'all stepping in our lane? And the other posters that annoy me is the ones be like, because they don't have no kids, they get to do this and that. Like we can't do the same thing. Like, stay in y'all lane. Like, if you child free, it's nothing for you to talk about. Bitch, you by yourself. And that's okay. I said it, damn it. We tired of y'all.
I think women should do what makes them happy and what makes their life at peace. Don't let anyone judge your decision if you don't want children. This should not be anyone's concern. Do things when you are ready to, or don't do them if you don't think you are capable of handling it all. It's your life, live it to the fullest. At the end of the day, you control whether or not you are going to make what people say affect how you go about living life.